Welcome back to the Nerdcore Podcast, a podcast reviews of movies and talks that nerd shit. This is episode 448. Yes, 448 episodes of the Nerdcore. Brad, in no time will we be hitting 500 soon, right?
We're gonna get
Holy
there.
crap. Yep. And as always is the nerd, you're going to hear the host of the show, launch my wonderful co-host, Young Yoda.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Nerd Core.
That's right. That's right. We're here on a Thursday. You know what it is. It's Thursday. You know what that means.
What it do?
Yep. We are doing our Saturday morning review that records on a Thursday and gets released on a Saturday.
Yeah, you figured that one out.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, if you're on Patreon, you get it,
Get it early. Get
it
that shit
before
early.
everybody. Yeah. But yeah, we are here to talk about DaCosta's
Why does
Candyman.
this man always get in the chat? Be like, "Can I come on?" Like, Luis, open door.
Yeah, you have the login.
What is stopping you?
What's
right
stopping
now?
you, bro? Yeah. What the hell, man? Yeah. But yeah, man. We're gonna be talking about Candyman today. And before we get into all of that, Brad, what's up, man? What you been up to?
Surviving.
Today's got to be a pretty long day for you, right? Because you literally just noticed my haircut.
Yeah, it's been a long couple days.
But it ain't my show. Luis,
When has that ever stopped anyone from coming
Yeah.
on?
Yeah.
Like, really?
two amazing people talking about a terrifying movie. Thank you, Kylie. We think you're pretty amazing too.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
We appreciate that.
But yeah, man. It's been quite a day for me, Brad. Oh, you know what? I'm not gonna say that because what's it called? I'm. This is not the Patreon, right?
Nope. They can find us.
Yeah, they can find us
They
on
can end
Patreon.
us.
Don't forget to talk about our upcoming movie, Grab Ass Man. No, not Grab Ass Man. Grab Ass Man is not
That's gonna get us canceled real quick.
Will never ever be a thing.
Thank you for following, and I'm not gonna say that name.
You have to understand.
Freddie LaChance?
In a home, I can't just come on. I gotta ask permission.
All right, bro. Yeah, you're good. But Luis, what's up, man? How you doing?
I'm good. I'm just I drank some tea last night to help with my insomnia. I didn't wake up until 5 p.m. I slept at 12 a.m. last night.
Nice.
So it works.
It works well.
Incredibly well, dangerously well. But yeah, I'm all right.
And congrats to Brad. Today he got his wonderful email that says he's finally been accredited.
Which I still haven't had time to read. So
I know
it doesn't have anything. I'll be honest. It just has.
Okay.
You're in.
Well, I'm wondering.
I mean, I got approved for something.
Yeah, you got approved.
It's been hanging on my wall.
You're gonna print the email out and be like, the first one I went to.
Got it.
Permission granted. Yes,
I'm accredited.
Yep. But no, don't worry. It's because we got to find out if they sent you the email for the badge as well. But
they're probably gonna take a while.
We need
just because they need his info.
Oh, they attach the badge to your what's it called? To the account they'll make for you, so that way you can have access to the virtual cinema. But
here it is.
Yeah. I'm pretty. So Tuesday, hopefully, are we good, Brad? We're gonna do a Nashville Film Festival preview episode.
Yeah, I'm down.
Down. All right, Brad. At least we'll be there. But all three of us are fine. Well, all three of us finally are approved. All three of us are good to go, and we'll be here on Tuesday to talk about what films we're looking forward to watching. But yeah, they announced like a surprise two surprise screenings.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, they said there's 2 surprise screenings coming on the 6th. For the 6th.
So the last day.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bro, if it's the French Dispatch, bro.
Nah. You think it is? Nah, I doubt it. Yeah.
That's too big of a movie.
Yeah,
I don't know, bro. It's special presentations.
I still say it's too big of a movie.
Based on the types of films that are on the listing, I mean, that falls into the category from my understanding of what it is. So
I think it might. Well, I don't know, man. I think they might get Power of the Dog. I think Power of the Dog might be one. Or
is there a werewolf movie?
No, it's like a westernish.
Okay.
But I'm crossing my fingers for Spencer. I hope it's Spencer from Pablo Larraín. But I don't know, man. Shit's wild, man. I don't know. It's cool. I'll be there naked in spirit. What? All right, chill out, Kylie. But Yeah, man, we're gonna be talking about Candyman here,
I thought
and
you guys did it. That's why I was surprised to see the notification come on. I'm like, oh,
yeah, man, Brad got to watch it. All right.
oh, okay. So we were waiting. Right? Okay, got it.
Yeah. We were waiting on Brad, bro. Um,
Sorry.
No, you're
so
good.
without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this, y'all. If you've never seen Candyman, 2021, we are only talking about 2021 today.
Not the three
Maybe
originals.
yeah, maybe next well, not next week. Next week is our last week of September, and I'm gonna try out the thing to help us like catch up on mini pods. No Thursday review next week. We're gonna be doing the mini pod on Thursday. So we'll maybe the following week we'll do we'll see what's up because we're gonna be busy watching some films, so we'll see. But yeah, let's get ready for this, y'all. If you have not seen 2021 Candyman, then this is your chance to get out of here if you care about spoilers. But if you don't care about spoilers, this is your one and only chance. This is your one and only spoiler warning. And if you watched it, then you can stay as well. But either way, how it goes, this is your one and only spoiler warning. And it is in effect in a 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, not the spoilers for a movie I'll never watch. um, Brad, I got a good amount to fucking read. So,
Wow.
all right, man. Candyman is a 2021 supernatural slasher film directed by Nia DaCosta and written by Jordan Peele, Win Ronsfeld, and DaCosta. The film is a direct sequel to the 1992 film of the same name and the fourth film in the Candyman film series. Based on the short story The Forbidden by Clive Barker, the film stars Yahya Abdul Mateen II, Tayana Parris, Nathan Stewart Jarrett, Coleman Domingo, and Kyle Kaminsky. Vanessa Williams, Virginia Madsen, and Tony Todd also reprised their roles from the original film. Plans for another Candyman film began in the early 2000s with the original director Bernard Rose wanting to make a prequel film about Candyman and Helen's love. However, the studio turned it down and the project entered development hell. By 2018, Peele signed on as producer for a new film using his company, Monkey Paw Productions, which, by the way, y'all, we don't really talk about how genius of a name Monkey Paw
It is.
Production is.
Now that I've been on
A monkey's paw?
Devon's, yeah,
Yeah.
Devon's
Mhm.
production, I always get confused.
Monkey Paw Productions, and later
Yeah.
in November that same year, it was confirmed that Peele would produce the film with Universal Pictures and Metro Goldwyn Mayer. And partnered with Rosenfeld to co-produce the film, while DaCosta signed on as director. Principal photography for the film began in August 2019 and wrapped in September 2019 in Chicago, Illinois. Candyman was theatrically released in the United States on August 27, 2021 by Universal Pictures. Its release date was delayed 3 times from an original June 2020 date due to concerns regarding the COVID-19 pandemic. The film received generally positive reviews from critics who praised Costa's direction and the blend of social commentary with horror, and has grossed 68 million worldwide against a 25 million budget, which is a success. It's a
Mhm.
success. Yep, you triple that. You usually want to make triple what you made, and yeah, it's pretty much on the cuffs of a success.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I mean, you always gotta go with horror.
yeah, yeah. All right. So of course, what's called all those people who I just said, and cinematography by John Golsering, edited by Katrin Hestrom. Hestrom, I think that's how you pronounce the O with the 2 periods on top. Robert A. Lowe makes did the music, and it sits at an hour and 31 minutes. Um, let's go first with our writer over here who wrote the review of this movie.
I did.
Yeah, Luis. After you having some time for it to sit with you, actually,
Mhm.
what do you have to say about Candyman?
I'm waiting for it to come on video on demand so I can show my
It already is.
siblings. Oh, it already is. Okay, I haven't
Yes,
checked
sir.
recently.
That's how Brad
So
watched it.
yeah, so that's what I was guessing. So I'm definitely gonna go bring my siblings. Either I'm taking my audio system and my projector to go put it in like the garage at my parents' place, so it's completely dark and we have that audio system. But it was good. Like I don't necessarily watch that much horror movies or films just because I am a bit afraid of them. But I'll still watch them if it catches my attention.
Yeah.
But like Candyman, I just the production, the cast, crew, it was all like I needed to watch this, whether or not I've seen the originals, and it like it sold me even for the first 15 minutes, and then while I was watching it, one of the more scarier parts
Oh yeah.
was showing up, and in my screening lights started flickering in the theater. I don't know if it was intentional by the movies, like the actual like
Just some
they were
usher in the
made.
back there going like
Yeah,
this.
like if it was like if it was supposed to happen, like you know how there's theaters with real life experiences, like the seats
Mhm.
shake or something. So I didn't know because it was in
That
Dolby, and it
D-Box.
was opening night, so it was Thursday night that I went. So I'm like, oh shit, that like a couple of people screamed, and not just like oh I'm gonna be funny and scream real loud at the
No,
top.
like,
No,
what
I
the
gotta
like it
figure the
was
fuck?
fuck out.
yeah, like it was genuine. I heard like little like around me, like talking about what the fuck was that. I'm like, oh god. And it was right as they were saying Candyman, like someone was getting pressure to say it.
Oh my
Um,
god.
so I mean, it was a great experience,
All
all in
right.
all.
And Brad, was I lying or was I not lying about the lights at the end?
No, you weren't.
You, Jesus Christ, bro. Yeah. Aren't you glad that I warned you for just in case Brenda would have walked in, man?
Yeah, that would have been a bad day probably.
Crap. But Brad, what were your thoughts on Candyman?
Very visually pleasing movie. I love the
Oof.
visuals in this movie. They're pretty good, pretty crazy. As a slasher film, I don't know. Most slashers you get a bunch of more gore and such,
Yeah.
but I think this had a more deeper story to tell than just your average slasher like a Jason or Freddy.
There's a
So
lot more patience.
I think it more went more that direction, which was fine for me. Um, the parts where they did show the killing and all was pretty cool because you couldn't see him. The parts of those where he was invisible and just pulling people and you just see them getting stabbed. It's just like that's
That was
pretty
really
cool.
cool. Yeah.
I might have wanted a little bit more gore in this, except for that end part where he gets a crowbar shoved into his arm. That
Ah,
was gory enough for me.
Dude, the special effects on the skin really tripped me out. Like I don't have that specific fear, but it like made my skin crawl. I hated it. But
Yeah,
like
like the bee stings are basically
yeah,
eating
bee
his
stings
skin
or like
away.
holes or
wow.
something.
Yeah. So it was pretty crazy, I think, visually, and then I think definitely
Mhm.
the makeup and definitely how at the end they show him becoming Candyman and how
Yeah.
Candyman isn't just one person; it's this collective being
It's a hive.
who,
Ooh.
yeah, who have faced trauma in their life and have been
Mhm,
basically brought down by the man in a way,
Mhm.
mhm.
and kind of their payback. So I
So
thought it was good.
Yeah.
yeah. I really like this one. I really like Candyman. I thought the visuals were beautiful. I thought this was some of the best cinematography we've gotten this year. I
Mhm.
really like the score as well, and I like pretty much echoing a lot of what Brad says. I have
Mhm.
a little bit of problem though with our story here.
Okay.
And it's more so just centered around the idea that um, I really felt Jordan Peele's hand throughout this whole movie, man.
Just a
I
little bit. It's
and
weird,
I
right?
felt like it wasn't letting DaCosta kind of like make her own movie, and I
Mhm.
felt like bits and pieces of like the humor that you got like in Us, where it's like oh like I really feel like this is where kind of Peel was like let me get my influence in the script with and DaCosta trying to like direct that. So I like this movie, but I that's my main problem throughout this whole movie is that it doesn't ever really feel like this is Nia DaCosta's movie. It feels like it has a lot of influence from Jordan Peele, and I love Jordan Peele, but I feel like when it comes to this movie, I really wanted like one of the main reasons was because I wanted to see what Nia DaCosta can bring to the table, and she has an eye. I'll tell you that right now. She knows how to
Mhm.
pick shots and she knows how to frame them
Oh,
like
definitely.
beautiful. And I love the way that we approach the story and like this in the social commentary. But I felt like this movie was a tad bit convoluted with choosing whose vision I was actually seeing of the movie. But I God man, that gore, like what's it called, the killings, where it's like was fucking brutal, man.
Mhm.
Yahya Abdul Mateen II is just absolutely incredible, man. I love Yahya in this movie.
Definitely.
Um, Tiona Paris, man. I can bless that woman, bro. She's great. I love her in I loved her in what's it called in WandaVision, and I loved her even more in this one, bro. Like she's fantastic, and I think the people who came back from the original did a really good job too with playing their respective characters. Brad, what do you think about the performances and like the people who came back
I thought
from
they
the
were really
original?
good. It was good to see Tony Todd there at the end.
Oh yeah.
And then his influence kind of throughout the whole thing. I really, really liked. I'm trying to find his name. Michael Hargrove as Sherman
Mm-hmm.
Fields. I really liked him. Just his portrayal of that character of like the Candyman before the new Candyman. I thought
Hmm.
he did really great, and just his whole scenes going back in history and showing that.
Yeah.
I thought the acting was pretty
Yeah.
phenomenal.
Dude, and then fucking Coleman Domingo, bro. God damn, was Coleman Domingo good as Billy? God, he was so good, man. I love Coleman Domingo. I'm becoming like a really big fan of Coleman Domingo ever since I watched
Hmm.
Zola. He was great in Zola, and he's so freaking good in this one too, man. But
I
you
wasn't
know, just
expecting the turnover with him. His character, he sold it
yeah,
to me that he was like he just was traumatized, but I
Hmm.
yeah.
yeah. I thought he was a good guy, man. I really
Then
thought
you
that he
just
was gonna
sitting there
be
cutting off an
good.
arm. You're like, oh god damn it.
Yeah,
Ah,
yeah. I'm like,
shit.
oh.
And then just the sound, like y'all, the sound design in this, bro, because you
Mhm.
kept hearing it with like, you're like,
Oh,
I'm
then
like,
when he's pushing the
ah,
fucking crowbar into the
yeah,
arm,
With the
that just
yeah.
wheelchair.
whole scene was like, no.
Oh man, um, I no, I'm not gonna like. So like, I'm here complaining a bit about like Jordan Peele's influence, but I'll be damned if I didn't like those the what's it called, the interracial gay couple, bro. Especially the brother, bro.
So
Oh
that shit was
god,
funny. I
that shit
felt
was
yeah. I wrote
hey,
about
hey,
them in the
hey, deal,
article.
bro.
uh, I don't. It sometimes a little bit. It felt like it was kind of going on, playing on the stereotype trope of like just the funniness that they do with the
Yeah,
whole like
yeah.
brotherly thing.
No.
But overall, like it was zero. But about your thing with Nia and Peel's
Hmm.
work, what if Nia did do all that work and it's just so good and so similar to Jordan? It's like their creative minds are so alike. That's why they work so well. Because
I
I
don't know,
felt
man.
kind of like that. I got the Jordan Peele stuff from the works, and since he is a producer, he does have say on what goes and doesn't go in.
Yeah.
But overall, like with the shots and the choice of scenes and angles that they were, I got way more than Jordan. I got Jordan's feel in the writing, in the
The
comedic
writing,
beats.
bro. And
Mm-hmm.
that's where my grievances are coming from. It's more
Okay.
with the
Okay.
writing, not the shots and it's like it's more
Mm-hmm.
so the writing and how we're approaching that
Was
because
Nia
that's
the
where
writer?
yeah, Nia wrote this along with well, Jordan has top billing in the writing. So it's
True.
Jordan, and then
True.
it's Wynn, Rosenfeld, and then it's Nia DaCosta at the end who gets
Okay.
the last billing. But
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, man. Brad, did you notice that throughout this movie, or I don't think you've seen Us, have you? You've only seen Get Out from
I've
Jordan
only seen Get
Peele.
Out. I don't think
Yeah,
I've seen
Okay.
Us.
Us is pretty good, bro.
Yeah,
I
it's pretty good.
mean, just like any kind of producer, like when you watch a movie with like Del Toro as producer, you're gonna see bits and pieces of his vision in there.
Yeah.
That's
Mm-hmm.
just because I mean we see it all the time with Sophia Coppola.
Mm-hmm.
Francis Ford Coppola is gonna have some kind of little bits and pieces to like say and do. So it's to be expected, really, for Jordan to have his little touches put into here.
It's true.
So I don't know if I find that as big of a deal as Raul does. Yeah,
Mhm.
to see the vision truly, but it should be expected. Like Jordan Peele
Yeah.
would put his fingers in
Because
it.
yeah, especially after a lot of people when this movie came out, a lot of people thought it was Peele who was directing it, right? Even I had
Yeah.
my slip up of saying that I was excited for Peele's film, which it wasn't. It was Nia's directorial stuff.
Yeah.
So it's like I feel a lot of it comes with since a lot of people expected Peele, and that's what we got too.
Mm-hmm.
So, but yeah, and I understand where you come from.
Yeah. Either way, like I said, I really really enjoy the movie, and I think that it has some
Hmm.
really interesting things to say about gentrification and the
Hmm.
how and the racism that's behind the housing crisis, and really how it really goes into it. I mean, just from the get go, bro. Like what's it called, when we're in like even then just when we're in that art show at the beginning, bro, and we see how like everybody kind of just like kind of brushes him off, bro, and like
Hmm.
and not like the guy, the main guy who's controlling that show doesn't really want him around,
Yeah.
but he has him there because he's doing a favor for like Tiona Paris's character, but
Hmm.
you know, but I think that this movie has a lot to say, and I think that that's what and it excels in, and I really liked it, and I actually really liked it, man.
Yeah.
I'm really excited to see what Nia DaCosta does in the Marvels because that's her next work, and yeah, man, I think that they did a damn good. Look, I'm just wondering what's the next like property that Monkey Paw Productions is gonna grab and try to do something like this because like I really think like they can pretty much do anything at this point, man. Like
They
they
honestly could.
yeah, like you want to take Jason, you want to take Freddy, what's next for you, man?
Mr.
What do you
Peel,
want to
would you be interested in some Latino heritage creatures
yeah,
aside from La
man.
Llorona? Because that one was already busted.
Hey, what's it called? Jairo Bustamante already did that one good, so you guys can go watch
Oh,
that
I
one.
mean, true, true, true,
Hey,
true.
that one's a really good, bro. I
Yeah,
need
yeah,
y'all
but
to
I'm
not
talking.
sleep.
I'm more of like people are gonna go watch more of the American
Yeah,
produced type horror
I know,
movies.
but y'all need to stop sleeping on that movie. La Llorona 2019 from Guatemala is really, really good, bro. It's
Yeah, it
really
really
good.
is.
Yeah. But any final thoughts here, Luis, before we go into our final verdict?
Um, the yeah, like you were saying, the shot choices that were there, like the I think it was in the first 15 minutes where we see the buildings but from the sky.
Oh
Like
yeah.
that tripped me
Fuck.
out, but it was so beautiful, and it's like it depicted the city so well and how everything was going with the fog and stuff, and it was just like great storytelling. And one aspect that I always try to add to my own films that I've done is have like this animated stuff through actual story, like someone is
Oh
telling a
yeah.
story, but instead of telling, like, just having a shot of them talking about it and getting a shot of both of the characters, like saying like, oh, like
Yeah,
showing their
like what he was
expressions.
doing with the little
Little
like
puppeteers, yeah.
yeah, yeah. That was
I
really,
love
really
that.
good.
Yeah, and that definitely inspired me for like I never thought of that. I always just went straight to animation,
Mm-hmm.
like plain white piece of paper and then little stick figures come up or something. But that use of puppeteering it's so childlike almost, and it brought in this extra fear factor because we're seeing that whole dynamic of how everything happened from the first one
Mm-hmm.
and how it's still gruesome seeing the hook getting stuck on a paper puppet. Like we didn't hear any noise or anything. It was just like them holding him down and sticking the hook, throwing honey and the bees, that I just really I think that was best by far the one of the my favorite things of the movie.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mean, even the racism that was very much outspoken about it, like it triggered some of like anger in me, especially at the end with the white cops. So
Oh
oh, he
yeah,
angered my
bro.
cop, like
Yeah,
he
like
angered my partner and stuff.
but I was like, it was genius when she goes, "Can you
Yeah,
flip the mirror towards me?" I'm like, "Oh, I
yeah,
know what you're gonna do. I know
yeah,
exactly what you're gonna do."
yeah.
Yeah. And dumbass cop, like you really just gonna do it? Like he moves it towards her, and I'm like, bro,
Hey, what are you doing?
what are
Yeah,
you
it
Hey,
doing?
definitely
what are you
sold
saying?
it. It definitely
Hey,
sold him when he was like, "I'll do whatever you want," and then he was like, "All right, shit,
what are you doing, guys?
What's
yeah, what
up,
are you doing?"
Kia? Brad, any before I ask you your final your thoughts and your verdict, Brad. I mean, Luis, what is your final verdict?
It's a movie that I will definitely purchase,
No,
not
bro,
even
as a
rent.
number. The final
Oh,
verdict is the number
oh, okay. I forget. Is it a 10, right?
out of
Honestly,
10.
Yes.
Yeah.
I want to give it. I'll give it a 9.5 just because of like what you were saying with the Jordan Peele's writing, but it's very play. It could easily go into the 10 out of 10 aspect for my like
Yeah.
entertainment. So yeah, I'll just give it a 9.5 just to balance that little writing thing out.
All right. Brad.
I'll give it a respectable 8 out of 10.
All
I
right.
still feel like there could have been more slasher vibes to this for my liking.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm. Brad. In the video on demand version, did it say anything about a warning for photosensitive people?
I don't believe so. No, I didn't see
Okay,
anything.
so y'all, if you're watching this, what's it called, and you're listening
Hmm.
to this later on, you want to watch this film, please do know that there is some photosensitivity going on towards the end of the
Yes.
film. So y'all just keep an eye for that. But I like this movie. I really like this. It is my number 14 of the year, right under Pig, and right above Coming to America. So I like this movie a lot. Hey, I like those two movies a lot too. So it's good where it's
I haven't
at,
seen Pig. Hold on.
Pig's so good.
bro. Pig is so fucking good,
Like
bro.
it's unexpectedly good.
Oh, it's a
Yeah,
Nicolas
yeah,
Cage movie. Okay.
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly. It's
Okay.
unexpectedly so good.
I didn't expect to like that as much as I do.
No, I mean, I was thinking John Wick with the pig. I was about to laugh my ass off, and then I get in there, I'm crying. I'm like, God damn it,
Well,
Nicolas Cage.
He's
Yeah.
coming
Fucker.
back. I love the old 2000s or late 90s
Cage-
actors.
the
and
Cage is
coming
fine.
back.
The man honeypotted me.
Yeah. But I liked. I think it has a lot to say, and because of that, I'm gonna go ahead and give this an 8 out of 10 as well. I'm gonna give it
Okay.
an 8 out of 10. Um, but yeah, man, that's our review of Candyman. As always, we want to thank you all so much for sticking around with us, and listening to us or watching us on
Mhm.
live. As always, want to thank our Patreon supporters for making the show happen and all the shows here on the network. Nicolas Cage, yes, Chillzone. Nicolas Cage has been making some pretty good choices as of late with his films.
So-
I'm not Willy's Wonderland. That one sucked. That one
I
really
was
sucked.
I was thinking of watching it just because I was watching some like what is it,
Fucking terrible, bro.
animatronic
Yeah.
video
It's
games?
basically Five Nights at Freddy's.
Yeah,
bro.
Five Nights at Freddy's. There you go.
Yeah.
I wanted to watch something like that.
But yeah, no, dude, it's but Mandy and Pig, I like them a lot.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But want to thank the Patreon supporters, especially our producers and our writers. Thank you to our associate producer Sarah. Thank you so much for being a patron and an associate producer of the podcast for as long as you have been. And our executive producer Shane, where can they find him?
You can follow our friend Shane at twitch.tv/XSRK or on Twitter at XSRK_. Also goes by something from the Suppy Guide at thriftedil.com.
And of course, our wonderful executive producer Tony.
Hey,
Not Tony. I'm
Tony.
sorry, writer Tony
Hey, Tony!
at Real Nerdy Dad on Twitter. I'm
Do it
tired
twice.
today, man. I'm fucking tired, bro. But yeah, man, and thank you all so much as well. Luis, let them know where they can find you, man, because we're posting a little bit of stuff on Twitter about Nashville. What's
Yeah.
it called, Nick? When we start doing that stuff, so go and let them know what's up.
Yeah, definitely. First of all, we need if you guys want to get a more it wasn't that detailed, but it was a bit more detailed than I did now. Go check out the article that I did on the Nerdcore's article site.
Yeah.
About Candyman. I wrote it opening night, and it was great. You can also find me as well from these guys, but check out my website, lecturestudios.com, where I have my podcast, film stuff, all that jazz. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right, man. And as always, Brad and I, you're gonna catch us. Well, I don't know yet if you'll be able to watch Brad on the live show tomorrow. I'm not
Probably.
sure.
Should be.
Should be crossing your fingers, right?
Wait, watch
But
what?
if he doesn't, it's all good. What's it called? But I'll probably see you tomorrow. But for sure, you'll see us on Saturday, y'all. What's it called? We'll be here to do the live show. And yep, get ready, y'all. What's it called? I believe it's next week, actually. We're gonna start getting ready for this Nashville. It's called Film Festival, y'all. We're gonna be able to.
Oh, it
What's
is
it
next
called?
week. Damn.
Yeah, Luis already wanted to watch some of these movies, Brad. He was just like, I need something already.
I'm bored. I haven't seen anything in theaters. Like it's good stuff won't start up until like October, November, and December. So
Yeah,
I mean, I want to watch some of those short films like right now, too. To be
yeah,
honest.
the synopsis really sold it to me.
yeah. All right, man. Without further ado, it's been a lot of fun, and we'll see you guys on the next one. Brandley, send him out.
Raro, thank you to the host as always. Thank you to our special guest host, Luis, for joining us today, even though he thinks he has to ask every time. Thank you to all those who joined us in. Thank you to all those. Blah, 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 blah. Thank you to all those who joined us in chat today. All our listeners, all our Patreon supporters, we appreciate each and every one of you. And to end this episode, I'll just go, yeehaw, see you in Nashville. Young Yoda out.